Hello and welcome to GC360, where news comes full circle. I'm Jessica Vickers.
And I'm Cole Rogers. On today's episode of GC360, new developments in the tragic murder of Milledgeville resident Sandra Barrett.
With spring in the air, we take a look at fun activities to do to enjoy the weather.
All that and more on this edition of GC360. We opened today with a new development in the murder of a 76-year-old Milledgeville resident. Sandra Barrett was found dead on Wednesday, March 16th. GC360's Drew Blankenbeckler has the story.
Stephen Barrett, son of 76-year-old Sandra Barrett, was charged with her murder on Tuesday morning. She was found stabbed to death inside her home near Lake Sinclair.
Stephen Barrett is also charged with 2 counts of aggravated cruelty to animals for the death of Miss Sandra's 2 house dogs.
There is currently an investigation regarding the motive for these actions. Sandra Barrett and her son had a history of domestic violence disputes. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation will continue to find more information on the case. For GC360, I'm Drew Blankenbeckler.
Breaking news on the Georgia Board of Pardons and Paroles denied clemency for inmate Joshua Bishop. In 1994, Bishop was 19 years old when he bludgeoned Mark Braxley to death with a closet rod after drinking and drug use. After the parole board in Georgia went over Bishop's criminal history and the circumstances of the event, they came to the decision of sentencing Bishop to a death sentence. Joshua Bishop is scheduled to die by lethal injection at 7 p.m. at the Georgia Diagnostic and Classification Prison in Jackson. Well, I've definitely noticed the pollen outside, and I'm sure you have too. This can only mean one thing. Spring has arrived in Milledgeville. GC360's Rhea Delicay found out what activities you need to try this spring.
Spring is here and people are ready for the new season. With the warmer weather and sunny days, the people of Milledgeville are enjoying more outside activities. We asked some Milledgeville residents what their favorite spring activities are.
I like to hike and do the challenge course with Outdoor Ed, and I don't know.
I like to ride horses and hike, read in the sunshine.
Longboarding's like a longer skateboard, and I like cruising around and seeing people and enjoying God's great outdoors.
I love getting to be able to read outside, and I love warm weather.
I really like to get out and run, and I just like to spend time outside. I like to do nothing. I'm pretty good at doing nothing. Like, I'll just lay here and do nothing. Like, it's pretty relaxing to me.
We also wanted to know what new activities residents are eager to try.
I want to take a spur-of-the-moment weekend trip this spring.
I'd like to go kayaking down the Oconee.
I want to try slacklining.
And camping.
Yes.
Great camping weather because it gets cool at night, but it's still warm during the day.
Slacklining it's like it might be in the shot behind me. It's like hooking a rope to 2 different trees and you walk on the rope. It looks fun. It looks pretty hipster.
I want to start running at the Greenway. I think it'd be fun.
I'd like to maybe try some more types of sports, like soccer. I haven't played soccer in a long time. Team sports. I mean, honestly, like, I'll do anything that gets me outside.
Spring signifies a fresh beginning. Flowers bloom, grass grows, and the sun is shining brighter than ever. So don't miss your own fresh beginning. Try something new this spring. For GC360, I'm Rhea Delicay.
Just ahead, we'll bring in Jai and Veronica. They'll give us the inside scoop on the new frozen yogurt shop and tell us about good karma. During the break, look out for Georgia College's PSA. We'll be right back.
Change is constant. Technologies, careers, society. Georgia College is not about landing your first job. It's about preparing for success in a changing world. From the moment you step on campus, you have an immediate sense of belonging. At Georgia College, learning takes place all around us. Our students are critical thinkers, ready to graduate into a complex world. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt. And to follow the swimming rules.
You're always looking out for me and trying to keep me safe.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
Here in the garage.
Closet. Shoebox. Under the bed.
Where anyone can get to it. How safe is that?
How safe is that?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. If you own a firearm and are not using it, please be responsible and be sure that it's stored in a safe place. Remember, always lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org.
Welcome back. Some big trends have come to Milledgeville.
Froyo and yoga are two new trends that made their way to our town. John and Veronica have those stories for you now.
Hey everyone, just in time for a beautiful warm weather. Downtown Millie is now home to a new cool spot. GC360's Mary Henderson has some more about our new frozen yogurt shop, Chili Millie.
Georgia College students have been welcoming the first taste of spring weather with open arms. And what better way to enjoy the warmer weather than with some frozen yogurt from downtown's coolest new spot, Chili Millie. The frozen yogurt shop opened up about 2 weeks ago where the lemon tree used to be, and has been met with success from those with a sweet tooth.
I actually didn't know that we were going to get one until a couple of weeks ago, but I think it's definitely something that's a healthier choice, so I think a lot of students really like that, and obviously there are tons of choices and toppings that they can choose from, so I think it's going to be a really big seller, with the students especially.
It's been busy every single day, so yeah. He said the first weekend he ordered like 5,000 cups. All of the cups were gone by like the second day.
The shop currently offers 8 different flavors and several different toppings from fruit, gummy bears, cookie crumbs, and several different sauces. So as the weather continues to warm up, go cool down with a cold cup of froyo or a smoothie from Chili Millie. Reporting for GC360, I'm Mary Henderson.
Yes.
The last few months of school can definitely be hectic for Georgia College students. Jai, with that outfit you got wearing, you must be ready for dance marathon on Saturday.
You already know it. I'm practicing my dance moves. I'm about to do some.
You ready to dance for 12 hours?
Huh?
It's 12 hours.
Oh, what do you mean 12 hours?
So dance marathon
Wait, you're on the exec board.
I am on the exec board.
Okay, there we go.
So dance marathon is a 12-hour event that's basically a giant fundraiser raising funds and awareness for the NICU, the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit at the Children's Hospital in Macon.
Okay.
So Saturday is our big day. We've been planning it all year long. We have a huge goal. Are you ready for our goal?
What's the goal?
What do you think it is?
60,000?
60,000? Well, last year we hit 70.
Wow.
This year we're going for $85,000.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so it's going to be awesome. So after 12 whole hours of dancing and standing and playing games and hearing the Miracle Kids talk, we're going to hopefully hit that total reveal and raise $85,000.
I'll hopefully make an appearance,
That would be awesome.
Just look out for me. I'll be doing something. Hopefully not on the ground, passing out.
I'll help you. I'll pick you up. I got you. Don't worry.
Also, if you're looking for another way to stay active, you should check out Good Karma.
We sent Mary from Froyo to the yoga studio.
For thousands of years, people have turned to yoga as a way to relax, recharge, and to achieve and maintain healthy lifestyles. Good Karma Yoga Studio helps locals, students, beginners, and experts alike practice many different types of yoga, meditation, and other healing exercises.
This is a good time. Good Karma has been open almost a year. It'll be a year and a couple of weeks, so this is our first anniversary, and it's been a good year.
Some attendees head to early bird yoga classes in order to have fresh starts to their days, while some choose to attend classes that are more strength training based.
And that's what yoga is about, is we use those mental...
Georgia College student Katie Daniel teaches yoga classes at Good Karma.
I went to Thailand about 10 or 11 months ago to get certified. Deep breath together. Inhale.
Yoga is a spiritual, mental, and physical discipline that offers many benefits.
There are so many benefits of doing yoga. There are so many health benefits. There are so many just mental benefits.
People are multitasking, people are busy, people feel stressed out, and so all of a sudden there's this 4,000-year-old discipline that never quite went away, but almost did. And it's back, and it helps people focus. It's good for you physically, and it's one of the few things I found in life that kept its promise. If you do the yoga, you'll feel better.
The studio currently offers specials for Georgia College students for the months of April and May. So if you're in need of some relaxation or rejuvenation, check out Good Karma. Reporting for GC360, I'm Mary Henderson.
Hello everyone, I'm back. I hope you had an amazing spring break. Maybe some of you spent that time going out to see the brand new box office hit, Batman vs. Superman. Now the fans wondered and the question was asked, what are Batman and Superman fighting about? Well, it picks up right after Man of Steel, which, spoiler alert, ends in a huge fight destroying the city. You should have known about that. The opinion about Superman in the city is waning and conflicted because all of the destruction that he caused. Now, Bruce Wayne's caught up in that, and he's now faced with a moral dilemma. He ultimately decides that he also believes Superman's a menace, and people with his amount of power must be stopped. I'd like to not reveal as many details as possible, because it really does make a difference going into this movie not knowing what to expect. That's how I experienced it, and I think it definitely changed the viewing process. I can sum it up a bit like this. I liked it a lot. I like Ben Affleck as Batman, I like Henry Cavill as Superman, I liked Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and parts of me even liked Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. But there were so many characters and so many plots to focus on, it sometimes got a little jumpy. I liked all the characters so much it got to a point where I just wanted to focus on the Batman storyline or the Superman storyline. But ultimately, I think the writers and the creators took these plots and meshed them together quite well. I heard a lot of critics complaining about the pacing of the movie, but I didn't have a problem with it at all. That's my review. For the acting, Henry Cavill redeemed himself in this movie so much. I don't blame him as an actor. I blame Man of Steel for only giving him like 15 collective minutes of screen time. But in his first scene in Dawn of Justice, I saw more character development than I did in the entirety of Man of Steel. Now, Ben Affleck was amazing. You have to go into this movie knowing that he is a different type of Batman. These creators are definitely trying to make a new image for Batman and Superman, and I think Ben Affleck fit it so well. Everyone was complaining so much when he was announced for Batman, but he showed them. He redeemed himself from when he played Daredevil a while back. Oh, it was horrible, but this was fantastic. This is probably the most gritty Batman you've ever seen on film. It was pretty good. Wonder Woman was neat. This is Gal Gadot, who is a model, recently turned actress. She was good, but I think in the grand scheme of things, in this movie, she was pretty pointless. She was just there for fans, basically. It was a nice setup for her movie, but she could have easily been written out. Now, the largest debate is the performance by Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. As I mentioned earlier, the series is meant to put a spin on the original characters and the universe, and in this movie, Metropolis and Gotham are like right next to each other, which is never really in continuity. It's like sections of Manhattan. It's in eyesight. But Jesse Eisenberg is a new, young, incredibly intelligent Lex Luthor who inherited Lex Luthor from his dad. Now, in interviews, to clarify, because this definitely helped me understand the character, Jesse Eisenberg said that since originally in comics Lex was beaten by his father as a child, he interpreted this character as having a bit of psychological problems, possibly including schizophrenia. That made the character make a lot more sense to me. The entire time Lex is really out there, he's a bit neurotic, and he talks really quickly, sort of like Jesse Eisenberg usually does in most of his roles. It got a bit much, a little bit at times, but ultimately I liked the performance. I really did. But it was just too out there to really be classified as Lex Luthor. In the end, I suggest seeing the movie if you're already a Batman or Superman fan. If you're a skeptic, see a matinee so you don't have to shell out $10.50. But I really did enjoy the time I had watching it. After the break, Sam and Angie bring us the latest in sports. Find out what other types of matches were going on at Georgia College this past Tuesday. Stay tuned.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to GC360 Sports. I'm Angela Morian.
And I'm Sam Jones. The top sports story of the week goes to GC Baseball's Dylan Cook. The senior second baseman recently became the first Bobcat in history to be named the National Collegiate Baseball Writers Association's National Player of the Week.
Cook finished the week's 4 contests with a .579 batting average with 4 home runs.
He went 4 for 6 against Clark Atlanta on Wednesday and shined in the Montevallo Series finale, going 4 for 5 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs.
Bobcat Baseball went 2 for 4 on the week, taking both games in blowout fashion. They travel next to conference rival Francis Marion for a weekend series in Florence, South Carolina.
So Sam, I hear there's a baseball tradition that tends to embarrass the new players a little bit.
Tends to embarrass the new players, but it's a lot of entertainment for us. I went out to John Kurtz Field to ask the freshmen how they feel about Selena Gomez and Britney Spears playing every time they come up to bat. John Kurtz Field, home of Georgia College baseball, home of the 2-time defending Peach Belt Conference Tournament champions, home to the gritty, the tough, the proud, home of the Katy Perry fans.
Do you routinely jam out to Katy Perry? Is that a thing that happens?
I mean, she's on a lot of my playlists, yeah.
You might be surprised to find fans of pop music on the Georgia College baseball team. But the squad has a tradition that brings some serious levity to the pressure-intensive moments of the season. Each spring, the members of the team choose their walk-up song to be pumped through the sound system every at-bat or stint on the mound. Most choose a song with some oomph, some punch, one you could imagine playing in the background as you step up to the plate in the final at-bat of a major Hollywood movie. One that, in essence, is cool. Some choose country, some choose classic rock, some choose rap. The freshmen have no choice.
All right, go ahead and tell us your name.
Wesley Womack.
And what is your walk-up song, Wesley?
It is Britney Spears' Poison, I believe.
I think it's actually Toxic. Toxic, right.
As a rite of passage each fresh season, the upperclassmen conspired to present the newest members of the Bobcat squad with a humbling reminder that they aren't quite as cool as they think. Though sometimes they can't remember the title or don't listen to the artist, the freshmen learn to embrace their given songs.
Garrett Green.
Garrett, what's your walk-up song?
Hands to Myself by Selena Gomez.
How do you feel about Miss Gomez's work?
I surely don't listen to her, but I don't mind my walk-up. It's kind of catchy. I kind of look up in the stands sometimes, see some people dance. It gets people going a little bit.
After going through the process themselves earlier in their career, the seniors who picked the song show little remorse, like senior pitcher Chris Gammon, who walked out to Dark Horse by Katy Perry.
Do you ever feel bad about it?
No, not at all.
While it may seem harsh making the new guy walk up to the latest hit from Selena Gomez or the theme song from Pokemon, the songs are also a reminder that college baseball is just a game. A fun one at that.
I've come up before in some clutch situations. It kind of, lets you loose a little bit and just makes you feel like just calm down. It's just in the bat. Just do your job. So
the songs appear to be keeping the freshmen in the right frame of mind. As of today, redshirt freshman Wesley Womack leads the team with a .440 average, and co-freshman Garrett Green is hitting a steady .310. This while walking up in front of friends and family to Toxic by Britney Spears and Hands to Myself by Selena Gomez. Maybe they should think about keeping the songs as sophomores. They might just be good luck.
Any chance you keep it beyond this year?
I probably not.
Okay, maybe not. This is Sam Jones, GC360 Sports.
So, Angie, I have a very important question to you relating to our last package we saw there. Angie, this is going to say a lot about you as a person, so I hope you're ready.
This
Angie,
is tough.
What would be your walk-up song if you played for the wonderful Bobcat baseball team?
I'm not sure, but I think it would be classic rock. But I know what I would pick for you.
What's that?
If you were going to be a freshman,
okay,
I would go back to my pre-high school roots and give you Justin Bieber's song "Baby."
Wow, that is
cruel and unusual. Because can't we all see Sam walking up to the Baby song from Justin Bieber?
I think you're the only one. I see myself more as a No Scrubs by TLC. No, we don't want no scrubs, something like that. On another note.
Okay, let's go back to sports. Sam, you discovered one of the most unique ways to meet your significant other.
I did, besides singing on a TV program.
Right, yeah, of course.
GC Sports marketing team had a tennis date raffle, and GC360 Sports went to check it out.
Georgia College men's tennis team took on number 5 ranked Lander on Wednesday in a major Peach Belt Conference matchup. But on the sidelines, a different kind of love was happening. The marketing majors at Georgia College conspired to bring Bobcat tennis fans the Find Your Match promotion.
Today we have sponsoring the men's tennis through our sports marketing class, and we actually have a Meet Your Match at the Match event going on today. So we've got girls signing up, guys signing up, and in between a few of the matches we're matching them up for a date for them to go on.
While the Bobcat tennis team was busy upsetting Lander, the real winners were 2 familiar faces from the Bobcat basketball teams who happened to be paired in the lucky draw. This is Sam Jones, GC360 Sports.
During the break, check out the debut of Georgia College's PSA.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Technologies, careers, society. It is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know. It's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
It's good.
Homemade noodles. Oh. Marty, stop it. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. It reminds me, I've been thinking maybe we should try a new form of birth control. I heard about this one, it's called the IUD, intrauterine device. Or we could try the patch on your arm. Actually, I think that one goes in your butt.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
What do you think then? Arm or the butt?
Dr. Tobias, our Newell scholar, is also partnering with a GC class to create a documentary. We sent Angie to get the story for us.
Not only does Georgia College own a lake about 10 minutes east of main campus, but the secluded East Campus is also the location of the 2016 Newell Scholars' newest documentary subject. Ecologist Dr. Michael Charles Tobias is the fourth recipient of this research award, and during his time at Georgia College, he is mentoring Angela Crisco's documentary filmmaking class.
And it's the magical realism of nature that has really driven me throughout my life, and it's part of the inception of this film BioReverie here at Georgia College State University.
He told us in the beginning his name was Michael Tobias, and before we jumped into the BioReverie, he said, "My friends call me Misha. You call me Misha." And I think that's a true testament to the dedication and the passion that he has for this project, the trust that he has for these students, and for the relationships that we have built in this process. And it's phenomenal.
This is Lake Laurel, where Dr. Tobias brought Angela Crisco's documentary filmmaking class earlier in the semester. They came out to document over 50 people who came to experience nature in whatever way they could. That included meditation, art, poetry, and even just being on the land. The film is in the post-production phase now, as the editors race to finish the documentary by its premiere date on Earth Day, April 21st. Professor Crisco also hopes that the documentary will be able to be aired on Georgia Public Broadcasting later this year.
They don't have a lot of time to do this film. Usually this is the kind of project that would take me 6 to 12 months. So it is a celebration of biology, a celebration of the biosphere, a celebration of Mother Earth, a realization that we are all part of this same living planet.
Dr. Tobias hopes that the audience will feel connected to Lake Laurel's nature, just as those who participated in the documentary filming did as well. Reporting for GC360, I'm Angela Morian.
A follow-up now on a story we reported on last semester. Students have expressed concern about the dangerous intersection at the West Campus and Magnolia Park entrance. The question, will the city install a traffic light there? GC360's Amanda Norris is back with an update on the story.
Right outside of West Campus Drive is a challenging left turn. Last year, a petition was made to get a stoplight at the intersection. It gained attention on Facebook and received 488 signatures. We talked to Kyle Collins, communication specialist for the Department of Transportation, to see if anything has been done since the petition started a year ago.
Traffic study was done in 2008 by Magnolia Park, actually paid for that, and they were willing to put up, I think at the time was up to $50,000, but there were other local stakeholders, which in Georgia College, Baldwin County Boards of Education, Baldwin County government, and City of Milledgeville, which came to the table and had an initial meeting about having a signal there. But at the end of the day, the local stakeholders are going to have to pay for it.
The traffic study concluded that the intersection was not warranted, and Collins says getting a new stoplight is not as easy as people think, and that the city can't just put one up.
A signal where it's not warranted, more often than not, that causes a lot more issues than were already there to begin with, not to mention financial upkeep. So I mean, usually several $100,000 is a safe bet on a typical traffic signal.
The Department of Transportation is aware of the problem and is working towards a safer intersection.
That I know that DOT would be willing to revisit the location again, you know, maybe commandeer additional traffic studies if the local entities and local partnership, you know, kind of came to us and requested that, and we're willing to kind of join on financially as well. We work for the citizens. You know, we work for the college students, we work for the young, the old, the taxpayers. I mean, we're here to improve the system and be there for them. So that voice is being heard. I just don't want folks to think just because they get 500 signatures on a petition, that does not mean we're just going to put a traffic signal up if they get to 500. But we do take that under advisement, and that's something we, you know, means a lot to us that people are giving us that feedback.
Although nothing has happened since the petition was brought to the DOT's attention, this is still a project they are considering. For GC360, I'm Amanda Norris.
That's it here for news at GC360. When we're not on air, keep up to date on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. I'm Cole Rogers.
And I'm Jessica Vickers. We'll see you again next week on GC360, where news comes full circle.